film in a little bit different location today because I've been playing my harp a little bit more. So today is November 13th. It is the 13th day of NaNoWriMo, and I am doing good. I am currently at 22,000 words, I think, which is pretty good. I haven't written yet today, so I need to write before I go to bed. Stella, can you please? Sorry about that. Stella just decided to be very vocal. I haven't written yet today, so I still need to do that to make sure I stay with the schedule. I actually don't know what the schedule is. I should probably check and just like see. Maybe I'm behind. I have no idea. I don't think I am. I think I'm doing pretty good. Yesterday was a kind of typical writing day. It wasn't fast or slow or long. I didn't get as many words as I wanted to. I thought maybe I would be able to make a 4,000 word day or at least a 3,500. But no, it was just kind of a regular 1,500. I think maybe I got 1,900 words. I'm honestly not sure. My whiteboard is in the other room. Hello, Stella. Look at the camera. To touch a little bit more on my last vlog, making sure the habit is there and making sure that I am consistently writing every day as opposed to just waiting for inspiration to hit. And I think I'm gonna do another video kind of separate from NaNoWriMo just about my writing process to kind of go through some of the outlining techniques and how I actually get in the mood to put words on the page, but I will do that another time. For now, I am feeling good about my story. I've reached a turning point in Kingdoms of Blood. It's not the same relationship as it has been throughout the whole book so far. I've only had 2 characters pretty much through almost 20 chapters, and it's just kind of been exploration of their relationship and how it changes over time. And now I'm in a place where there are a lot more characters. So finding their voices, finding those specific character traits that really make those characters pop is kind of revitalizing. It makes you rethink certain characters and rethink their motivations and just make sure that everybody kind of mixes well together. And it's been really fun. I thought I would have a hard time picking back up from that turning point, you know, keeping that momentum going. But I was wrong. I actually was able to pick it up easier because there were more characters. And at first I think it scared me, but now I know that it's definitely, it helps to have kind of a fresh outlook, if you will. I still have quite a few chapters left in this sort of first chunk of the book. I told myself that I would write the first chunk and then I would go back to the beginning of the story and write the second chunk. That makes no sense, but to me it does. The first chunk is basically these 2 characters and their relationship over time, and the second chunk is a different set of characters. And they meet all at the end and it's great, but I'm only going through one at a time since there are different locations in the actual like setting of the book. So I'm making sure that I keep the consistency, if you will. I didn't want to flip back and forth between viewpoints and get confused and lose those specific characters' voices. So, though my outline is very detailed and very specific for what happens in each chapter, I just wanted to split it up, and I will do some rearranging once the first draft is complete. So basically I've reached the halfway point and I still have to go back and rewrite. It's almost like a second story that I'm writing that will work in tandem with the first half, but that is going to be another stopping point. Like I said in my last vlog, working through those stopping points in each project where your momentum kind of slows down and you have to restart to get that momentum going to get through the hard parts. that is going to be definitely a hard transition for me to make sure that I can keep everything going so I don't lose focus, so I don't lose momentum. Anyway, my husband's about to get home, so we're gonna get some dinner and then hopefully I'll be able to do some good writing. I hope you enjoyed my last vlog. I tried to keep it a little bit shorter, and this one I'll try to keep it even more shorter so y'all can kind of just, you know, touch and go if you want to check in with me. Okay, so it is day 15 of NaNoWriMo and I just hit like a breakthrough. I hate it when I come to the writing day and I just kind of dread it and there's not really much inspiration and you're not really sure where it's gonna go. So my tactic for that kind of day is just to power through, just to word vomit, just to try to get something on the paper. And sometimes, you know, I'll catch through and like sometimes I'll catch it and inspiration will take me through to the next section and I'll be able to write. Yesterday, I didn't do anything. I wrote like maybe 500 words and it was because like I was trying to do the word vomit and it didn't really work. And so I was just like, you know what, 500 words, like I'll just stop. I'm not behind on my word count for the whole NaNoWriMo, so I'll just go ahead and stop and we'll see what happens. And then today I had the same experience. I was like, I'm not really feeling up to writing. I don't have any momentum. I'm not inspired, but you know what? I'll just start. I'll just try. And sure enough, I got inspired within like a second. And now I think I've written 3,000 words so far today. And I don't think I'm done. Like, I think I'm gonna sit back down and keep writing because I feel like I'm on fire. Like, I feel like the words are just tumbling out of me and they're all good words and they're all what I want to see from the chapters that I'm writing. So I'm about to hit the end of Act 1. It would be so cool if I finished Act 1 today. That would just be so cool, and then I could move on to the whole next section of the story. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna make myself some mac and cheese and eat and see how I can keep going. So hey guys, I'm not too sure where I left off in the last clip, but today is November 18th and I have fallen behind. It's a sad day because I was doing so well in the beginning of NaNoWriMo and getting a lot of progress done that I feel like there's no way I'm behind, but even with my good word count days, I have fallen behind. And it sucks because, you know, talking about momentum and, you know, keeping the force going, keeping the writing going, keeping the story going. I have reached the end of Act 1, and if I'm having a hard time keeping going now, it's gonna be even harder when I get to Act 2 because it's a totally different story. While it is woven in with all the stuff from Act 1, Act 2 is independent. It runs simultaneously, but different characters, different setting, everything is just slightly a little bit different. So I'm gonna have to kind of re-change my mindset into something that fits with that Act 2 story. All of that being said is I feel good about my progress and I feel like all the words that I have gotten have been good words, but it's just not quite good enough. The word count that I'm at right now on day 18 is only 26,000 words, almost 27,000 words, and so that is definitely behind. If I want to catch back up and keep with the NaNoWriMo schedule, which I definitely do, then I have to have a really good writing day today and hopefully tomorrow as well. Like, I'm talking like 4,000 word writing days, which I have done in the past, and that's how I started off this month writing. So I'm hoping that I get into Act 2 and something comes over me and I just can vomit all the words out. That would be really awesome if I could get it going like that, but I'm not really sure if that's gonna work out. As of right now, we'll see. This weekend was particularly rough for me because I had a wedding to go to on Saturday, and then I went out of town to take some engagement pictures on Sunday. So both days I got home and I was just tired, and creatively I didn't really have any fuel. I'm on the last chapter of Act 1 and it's a huge chapter. It's big and it's emotional and I'm excited for it, but I know that as soon as I finish that chapter, I'm gonna have to move on to the next section. Hopefully I'll just be able to dive right in. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and go write, but I'm gonna wrap up this vlog for you guys and keep you in suspense a little bit for how my writing is going until next week. I'll do my 4th and 5th NaNoWriMo blog. We'll kind of wrap it up from there, and then I'm kind of thinking that this will turn into a weekly writing vlog, just to keep myself motivated, keep myself on a schedule. And hopefully I can go into December Rimo, keep up the word count, keep up the motivation, and keep you guys coming along with me, so that once I finish Kingdoms of Blood book 1, I'll have something to tell you guys about. So anyway, leave all your comments below or questions that you might have for me for anything about my book or my writing process, and I'm gonna try and do a couple of additional videos this month and next month, just kind of documenting my process and sort of turn this into a platform that I can go back and look on later in life. Each book is different, and I have Project Pistol sitting there, and the process for that book is so completely different than the process for this book. So I'd love to answer any questions that you have if you're just starting out writing a book, or if you want to write a book but don't really know where to start. I have some insight into that. Obviously I haven't been published or anything, but I have put some time into this, and it is something that I can see myself doing in the long run. Honestly, I mean, I'd love to be an author. I think I have the creative drive to do that professionally, as well as creatively. If you have any questions, please let me know, and I will respond in the comments, or I will make a dedicated video answering those questions. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you've watched my last 2 videos, you know that this has been quite the journey for me, and we're only just over the halfway point in the month. So hopefully you guys are doing well in your own NaNoWriMo journeys, and I would suggest you keep going, keep pushing on. Even if you don't have the word count, just keep going and keep writing, and hopefully we'll become better writers, or at least better creative thinkers by the end of this. So love you guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.